Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. Broken Lords on Endless, desperately trying to fight our way through Hive Planet here. So, what is... Huh. It's not Endless Day, is it? I thought Endless Day was the 21st. And it is the 23rd. For those of you who don't know, Endless Day, January 21st, is a celebration of the Endless series that Amplitude puts on that involves an event in each of the Endless games, I believe. Certainly in Dungeon and Legend, anyway. That allows you to unlock a new Haunts character in each for your use. In Endless Legend, it unlocks a Haunts hero who may then appear in the marketplace in future games, and in Dungeon of the Endless, it unlocks a playable Haunts character. The same guy, I believe, in both games, Eslik Tarash. But I thought Endless Day was the 21st. I'm pretty sure this is from Endless Day. I don't know. Maybe it's like a week now. Or maybe they just patched it in and haven't patched it out yet. Anyway, let us make with the playing of this game. So, just to recenter myself, because it's been over a weekend, you guys, people in the future watching this right after the other one won't have any idea why I'm so unclear, but let's be clear. Alright, so where are we at? We are working on Mercenary Market. Our faction quest is at the research stuff phase. Should get done relatively quickly. Our science is okay at the moment. We really need to push our dust up, though. We are lower on dust than I would like to be. So we need to try to make some dust-focused settles. And maybe some dust-focused burrow building. We need to get more dust, and we can't get a tremendous amount more dust from the land, so we're going to need to do it we can't get a tremendous amount more dust from the cities. We don't have access to any more dust buildings until, like, Era 3. One thing we could do, we do have a river running through our capital, so we could actually still pick up aquapulvistics, so that's probably a really good idea. What is my current tech? We don't have extractors yet, though. How about we do, like, extractors, then aquapulvistics? How many researches off are we? We need 4 more, so we do those, and then also... I mean, Geomic Labs is important. We don't have any luxuries at all, right? Yeah, I don't see a single luxury deposit, so we don't need to worry about open pit mine right now. Sewers, maybe? I don't generally love sewers. I think Central Market is just better, and you don't usually need both of them in the early game unless you're expanding very, very quickly or you're playing Alayi. If you are playing Alayi, for the love of God, get sewer system as early as possible and also get Central Market as early as possible. That is what I learned trying to beat the game with them on Endless. So I guess our next tech, our 4th tech, which will push us into Era 2, at which point we'll get alchemical alloys and maybe another thing or two and then have to come back to finish our faction quest. Could just be Geomic Labs, topography rather. But also maybe boarding vessel, maybe pillage. I don't know. I don't know how our settles are going to go here. We may or may not want to settle on the water. Well, we'll figure it out. So we want to settle Kajnor, we want to settle Gimail, and taking Gimail gives us this. So do I want to settle Gimail before Kajnor? Let's try to get some better intel on what our options are here. So let's have a look at all of the tiles. We're going to need to turn resources back on. Have a look at all the tiles, try to find some nice high dust areas to settle in. We don't want to neglect science, obviously. 3 turns until the settler comes out. How are we doing on Empire Plan? Realistically, I don't think that going up in economy and population is going to be all that helpful for us. We're still in the very early phase of Empire development where industry is tremendously more efficient than dust, and I don't think we can afford to slow down our roll. Going for dust, focusing heavily on dust as Broken Lords, does lead to an eventually more powerful engine. The SimCity strategy sort of benefits from you working some dust into your industry. You want to make that mixture pretty precise. But on Endless, you really, I don't think, can afford to... if you go back and look at the previous Broken Lords on endless games that I've won, you really can't afford to make plays that keep you weak for a long time unless your neighbors are pretty specific. So we probably want to be a little bit more aggressive than we have been. Purple needs to know that it's not going to be free to walk all over us, so let's try not to neglect our military growth. We definitely need to take at least Gimale and Kajnor to prevent being settled into a corner. But we gotta remember not to go without soldiers. Especially let's not be overconfident based on the fact that we have 4 units, because we only have 2 units. These Kekators are not going to be useful in actual open combat against a player. Alright, what are we seeing? Ooh, I like this. This is a lot of dust. Okay, I like this quite a bit. What do these guys want? Okay. This is very interesting. This is tough. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that our faction quest goes research 8 Arrow 1 techs, then research 12 Arrow 1 techs, then found a city in a location that gives 13 dust. It is so hard for us to get settles that are guaranteed to give us 13 dust. Like, look over here. This region... What is this? This is 5... This is 11, if we settle right here. It is so hard to find places to give us 13 dust that aren't sandy desert regions, and it looks like purple settled our sandy desert regions over here. I wish I could save this settling location until after we had 12 researches done from Arrow 1. Well, maybe we focus on settling north and just try to keep an active army on this border. I don't know, there's no way we're going to catch everything that comes through. Alright, well, let's go get this ruin. Okay, yes. Please get extractors running. Where is my deposit? We're going to need this. We have enough dust for a population. We should go ahead and buy it. We'll have enough dust to buy out a couple of population in the new city, I'm sure. Alright, so... Kajnor has a really nice group of tiles here. To be perfectly honest, this settle might be right. I know that this is a pretty low dust area, 5, but look at the amount of industry in this location. So we settle here, and then burrow to here and pick up 10 more dust. In addition, I think the capital is... Yeah, the capital is a place where we could burrow out and get another bunch of dust. New cities need to have industry. Until your empire has so much dust that you can just rush out a bunch of buildings, new cities really need to have industry. So... Okay. This is a give us 50 dust quest. No, they're just Seratan. We could fight them. But if we fight them, then we have to rebuild the villages. If we hand over the dust, the city of Kajnor can have immediately 3 extra pop. So do I want to settle Kajnor first, then? I'm worried about losing it. The AI settles very aggressively toward you when they have intentions of declaring war on you, and we know, because they are necrophages, that they have intentions of declaring war on us. Kalal is developing... I'm very torn about where to send this guy. Hey look, a single luxury deposit. So do I trust that we'll find... Well, we see a dirt field up here. If there's a large dirt field area, that could be what we're looking for. I'm going for ruins right now. Ace, let's move up to, if we're gonna go to here, yeah, alright. This much walking is probably part of any trip north. So we can save our branching decision to there until there. So once we have the extractor up, oh, next turn we'll have aquapulvistics. We want to make the dust dredger and get our dust going. All right, how many river tiles do we have here? 4? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 6 extra dust per turn is it's not a mind blower, but it's certainly welcome. And we've received 15 glass steel. We still haven't actually met purple, which means that we are presently safe from their predations. They have to meet us to declare war on us. Alright. So the next thing we could do to get more dust is to increase our approval. Alright, what's our approval level right now? 75%, but it's gonna... Yeah, in 4 turns it's gonna drop down to the top of content. Actually, it's gonna be lower than that because we're settling, which makes people unhappy. So we can get some more approval by assimilating the eyeless ones. How many villages? Okay, there's 2 villages available. We only actually have 0 of them currently built and pacified. How are these Kakators doing? We're pretty far off still from having them be level 2. As soon as these 2 are level 2, we can take them back to this village and pacify it. As always, there's a lot of balls in the air here. A lot of things we have to juggle all at once as we develop. What do they want? They want 5 glass steel. I'm okay with that. I think it was worth it to pay the 50 dust and 5 glass steel. To not have to rebuild the villages. We paid 50 dust to avoid paying a bunch of influence for citizens. It's actually a pretty good price. Okay, we gotta attack this guy before he attacks the settler, just to avoid things becoming awkward for us. Cool. Obviously. Our stuff needs to be terrifying. Alright, and we should be able to manual this. This shouldn't be a threat at all. This is actually more damage than I was expecting to end up with. Alright. I don't know, this looks pretty good to me. With the ability to push out to here. It's an aggressive settle, and I'll be disappointed if it turns out that there's no location north of us that offers enough dust. Do we want to go for... I mean, they'd be helpful, but I don't know that I have the ability to have Therat not produce things for 12 turns. I mean, that said, the Museum of Origa is a big deal. We could go for it. Maybe we go for the sewer first. Yeah, and then this gains us 8 dust. Yeah, I'm doing it. If it works out, it will be such a big benefit. So we'll have a turn or 2 of fervent construction, I think 1 turn, after the sewer system is completed, but before the luxuries wear off. What are your stats? The thing is, Necrodrones are so fast that I don't know that I could keep it from catching the settler in combat. I'm just going to retreat, and I think we're going to have to settle the region. Alright, hold on. Before I move, let's sanity check these numbers. So this is a 12, 13, 5 versus 5, 8, 15. if I had settled down here, I'd be able to get like a 16, 3, 4, 11, 5, 8. And this isn't bad. It does put the city right in harm's way. Like, Purple could declare war on us and then be elbow deep in our city the same turn. But 12, 13, 5 with an immediately available expansion for 10 additional dust. Yeah, we're going for it. Get out of my territory. Okay. So Kajnor immediately has 4 population. 5 population. Let's get that mill foundry, get that empire plan, or empire mint, 5 turns, that's beautiful. And I guess we need to expand to the north, or explore to the north rather, because we actually don't even know how, we don't even know like what the tribes or what the ruin situation is up here. Alright, we gotta try to find another 13 dust location somewhere that we can settle. It shouldn't be too hard. We just need to find a terrain feature. Oh, it's looking like this dirt field might have been an isolated. Alright. We need to find a terrain feature that gives good dust, like a sandstone plain. Or we need to find, you know, like 2 dust anomalies near each other. Or even just 1 dust anomaly near the coast could do it. We'll figure it out. Alright. Also, there's still probably lots of ruins to search up here. For example. Well, bummer. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go... let's go this way. Okay, Rumblers. Ursus. Somebody got one of the legendary deeds. Oh. Purple got tactical training. Well, we weren't too likely to get it. Because we were so slow to communicate with a bunch of villages. If you have the Pacify Villages version of tactical training, your best hope for getting it really is to just run out and talk to every village you can. Try to find a couple of easy quests. So now we have access to Saratan, who give plus 5% defense and not a particularly compelling unit. These guys are fine. I think I want to get my eyeless ones. Right, because we're going to be so... well, if we can get this, things might be different. I was going to say we're going to be really riding the line between a couple of different levels of approval. If we fought and defeated the Rumblers, which are pretty good units, by the way. I'm wondering if we can get our Kakators up to level 2 anytime soon. They're getting passive 1 XP per turn. But I kind of want to talk to the village from this side so we can keep looking to the north. Oh hey, Durgeshi. Oh, what is this? Next empire plan, do economy and population. Well, we can do that, and that'll be well timed for us too. Oh, hey, 20 free influence. I totally forgot about that. Alright, Jocelyn Duval continues to develop as a governor, even though we have not placed him as a governor at any point during this game. Oh wait, Kalal's done with the thing he was doing. So let's get sewer systems up here, and then glass steel, I think. Probably. Unless... do I want to burrow? I'm just thinking, like, if I went burrow, would that be better for me? I think the answer is no. Alright, so in 5 turns we'll have that. Actually, I should probably get this village rebuilt. I do think it's a good idea to get our approval levels up. But let's get that village rebuilt too. We need the population. Well, Purple still hasn't settled this area. Let's have a look around. Remember we're ooh. Remember we're looking for a settling area that has more than 12 dust available. I'm a little concerned. Okay, well, there's a ruin up here. Yeah, this is very foresty. Another haunts region up there, it looks like. If we could end up, if that's like a 3-village region, and we could end up with 4 haunts villages, that would be really, really good. Okay, so we got this. How quickly do we want to push our faction quest? Sorry, this. Just 3 arrow 1 text. Like, what are we looking at? 3 turns research time, so maybe 10 more turns, and then we could reassign our hero to one of the villages and throw the quivering circlet on. Also, I finished the mercenary market, but we really haven't had the dust to even think about buying governors and generals and stuff, but we do need to. Kajnar can almost afford it. Well, we need like 4 more dust. 9 more dust. Okay. Buy another citizen in Kajnar. Kajnar is going to have to be an industrial powerhouse, being this close to the border. It's going to have to be able to win fights. Oh, right. I was in the tech menu for a reason, wasn't I? So we could go back. Purple's going to fight us. There's nothing that can be done about that. So picking up pillage and being a dick to them probably doesn't actually matter. Like, in a lot of situations, I'd be nervous about taking pillage because I don't want to damage diplomatic relations with my neighbors too early. But you can't have diplomatic relations with a murderbug. So again, the other options, we need 3. We could pick up riders. We haven't been playing with riders, and maybe that's a mistake. Riders are just sort of, they're faster but slightly softer stalwarts. Basically, it's a little oversimplification. They can get stun. You see there they have the stun capacity. Stun is pretty cool. It is a percentage chance, I believe stun 1 is 10 or 20% on each hit to stun the thing they hit for 2 turns. And them being so fast and them having stun is really great against any faction that has ranged units. I love riders and like Durgeshi, which fill a very similar role against wild walkers or even vaulters. But necrophages are a creeping tide. We don't really need cavalry against them. So I don't think riders is necessarily a great play. Do we see any of his facilities or anything? No, he doesn't have any villages or extractors along the border that we see yet. Something like that would definitely make me want to go pillage. We're going to have to get aggressive on him. Let's pick up pillage. We'll find a use for it. I'm confident of that. Well, also, we could delay this a little bit. There's a couple of things in Era 2 that are really valuable. Obviously, meritocratic promotion is good, but we can't take any advantage from it yet, so there's no reason to go for it yet. But like things like management sciences is kind of it's fine. Apprenticeship registry is going to be +7 industry in basically every city, which is not bad, right? It's generally going to be less industry than a mill foundry at a little more than triple the cost. So you don't see me building it early very much. It's just not a very good deal. But as your cities expand outward, apprenticeship registry obviously grows in effectiveness. It is a distant second to mill foundry as far as industry generation goes. But if your city already has a mill foundry and you want more industry, you don't have a lot of choices. You know what, though? I do think that I've been undervaluing hydrology. And the canal system is fine. You may notice a canal system is just worse than apprenticeship registry, which is already not awesome. I'm overstating. It's a bad deal, but it gets you industry, and industry is the best resource. But canal locks actually are really valuable, and I haven't been building them almost at all. I think of the canal locks as a very good building, and I think I've been undervaluing it even thinking that. Because, like, the industrial megapole is great, right? Plus 25 industry. Canal locks give you more industry than that. If you have 6 citizens in your city, canal locks give you more industry than that. And there's no competition. Can't be beaten to it. And it only costs 600 industry, whereas I believe this is 1,000. Yeah. Not to mention more strategics. So maybe we should pick up hydrology early and get the canal locks like established really fast in maybe even Kajnor, like right on the front, so that that city can pump out units. You know what? Let's do that. We've not been doing that. Obviously, some things have to be changed up. Canal locks are really good. This is a smart thing to do, I think. Let's get a ruin search. Please be good stuff. It is... Oh. Access to the Shard of Icariel. The Shard of Icariel is a pretty great weapon. So search those ruins with a level 4 industry hero. Are you level 4? You are. Yeah, okay. I'll head down there. We'll talk to these guys on the way back. We need to get back into friendly territory so that we can retrofit anyway. Although we're not going to have a lot of dust left over because I am definitely doing this. Okay, so how many hydrologies? 3 turns from now? Or we have time to get a public library out? Maybe even finish that sewer system. Yeah, I'm going to try to build the canal locks in Kajnor. We're going to have a powerful production city up front. Okay. Verify the traditional story of the feud between the roving clans of the Dorgeshi by producing 65 dust in your city Therat to buy ancient artifacts. Okay. I'm never 100% clear on what this means. Does this mean get my per turn value up to 65? It must, because getting the accumulating 65 dust over time would be totally trivial. Alright, well, let's fight these Dorgeshi, I guess. We're gonna have to clean up this roaming army sometime. Let's do this manually. I just don't want them to get onto the ranged units too easily. It'll be easier if we are controlling things. So they're gonna get to go first. They have 4 move. I think we want to start further back. We can do something like this. 4 moves going to get them 2 spaces in this heavily wooded area, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they'll come close enough that we can hit them. It would probably be a good idea if you guys were focused on murder. It'd probably be a good idea if everybody focused on murder. Alright, well, we read their movement correctly, and that is going to turn out to be a good thing. This Berdeki still can't reach our ranged units, and we had a decent heal out of that. Wow, good hit. And we get to end the battle at full health. These Kiktours are probably pretty close to their level, right? Oh, they're going to hit level 2 next turn, so we can swing by this ruin for this quest, and then talk to this village and gain a citizen in Kalal. Things are going okay. We do need to make more settlers. What did these guys want again? Oh, right. I remember that. So we're 6 turns out from this. It would be awfully nice. I sure hope that we don't end up getting really close and then not getting it. I mean, it won't be the worst thing in the world. It does allow us to, when somebody else beats you to a thing, it does convert the industry spent directly into dust. And Lord knows we have some uses for a great big pile of dust. Alright. With only 2 units and a hero equipped with the shard, search the initial ruins. That's something that will happen at some point in the future. But this is cool. This is a good weapon. Anyway, we gotta get back to this village. Is there a cliff here? No, we can talk to them from here. Alright. So we just finished hydrology. So do we have stuff to build in all of our cities? Is this a good time to go back? Yeah, we have things that we're doing. Okay, so this is a good time to go back and get pillage, I think. And when Kajranor finishes its sewers, we're going straight into canal locks. It's expensive. It's going to take a little while, but Kajranor has good production. And then once we have the canal locks up, we can expand pretty rapidly. Okay, not purple. It's important that we know that the first person to 30 units was not purple. Somebody reached Era 3. Of course, new facilities are unlocking. Somewhere out there, there's an ocean. Not our most direct problem. So actually, Eopoli would be a really good settle. And there's another region over here. Oh, it's actually the same region as over here. This is a land region. We know that, right? Yeah. I guess it's like C-shaped? It's weird. So actually, settling Eopoli would pretty much guarantee us access to it. Settling Gimail does not guarantee that purple can't settle it. But Eopoli has no dust in it. I'm starting to get a little nervous, guys. Alright, let's do it. 12 turns to canal locks. That's a little bit more than I would like. Alright. We're committing to a lot of big builds here. This is a style of play that makes me a little bit nervous. Benefits are significant if it works. Alright, so we just gained a point of population in Kalal, and now we've gained another point of population in Kalal. Pretty good. So we should probably go back to exploring. We do need to find another settling location for the faction quest. 3 turns. I'm feeling pretty nervous about it now. Alright, we're back up to dust production now that we're... Our Empire approval... Yeah, we pushed up to happy Empire-wide. It's good stuff. So at this point, bringing on the eyeless ones as an assimilate would not change our approval level. It would not move us up a whole tier. We need 2 more techs. Topography is a no-brainer. Topography is always great. You should always get it. Okay, I want to reassess the situation regarding the eyeless ones if we do manage to get this, because it's going to change our Empire approval level upward, and we might be able to, by assimilating the eyeless ones, sit up into Fervent. What is this? Oh, yeah, this was still available. We didn't really have a lot of hope on that one. We didn't find any luxury extractors or any luxury resources in our regions. We only saw one tile at all, actually, and we didn't get a lot of luxuries from quests. So bad luck. It's okay. 130 wine would have been really nice, but we'll live. So we need to... What do we need to build? There's an anomaly over here, so we can pick up some industry. Building outward in this city is not incredibly powerful. We could build a canal system, but it's not a bad idea. Building the borough gets us more immediate industry and then improves the canal system if we build it later. And building the borough is faster. Right, because the canal system right now is going to be 7 industry some of the time, whereas a borough is going to be 7 industry plus 1 science all of the time. Although the borough does bring down our approval level slightly. The other thing is we need soldiers. Actually, let's fix up the stalwart design. How long does it take the city to build real stalwarts? Because we actually do need to go up to a full complement of tier 2 equipped stalwarts. We need to do that now. Probably should have done it already. 5 turns is not so bad. Yeah, give me a couple of these to replace the Kekators. And it would be 181 dust to do the retrofit on these two. So do I want to come back and do that, or do I kind of want to explore. We need to know what the deal is with this region. We also need to see the last tiles of this region, just in case it does have a viable 13 dust settling location. It looks like we might actually get this. Okay, that's really good for us for a lot of reasons. So first of all, it drags our approval upward, right? Meaning that we are now sitting... this is pretty similar to where we were before, actually. But it also gained us 8 dust from the tiles that it expanded onto, and plus 20% dust as long as Empire approval is happy or higher, and 20% science. Oh, it's free anomalies time. Okay, so it is still the case that 2 villages worth of eyeless ones is not going to improve our level of happiness. You know what, let's cut these stalwarts and build the second one here. Get our army in functional shape a little bit faster. I'm pretty happy about that, though. Yeah, let's get into this region. Oh, right, the Durgeshi want us to get to 65 dust per turn. We can actually just do this for 1 turn, I think, to get this quest moving forward. It also gets us foe skewer, which is fine. It's not awesome. It's not awesome against necrophages in particular. Alright, and now we actually have some good dust coming in, and we can start hiring heroes and buying stuff. With 100 dust, you can buy their trust if you do it quickly. We don't get anything from that except for the pacification of the village. I don't think I care. We're not going to give them 100 dust. Okay, so we're actually not in that much of a hurry. I'm wondering if maybe this is the time when we start transitioning people off into dust. Oh, this city's fervent. That's nice. Yeah, how much science? Okay, almost every tile in the city has science on it. We have 3, 6, 8. So this will be 16 science from the Geonic Labs. That's pretty good. Because we do need to buy heroes from the marketplace. We need to make money. And I think we've reached the point where we've built all of the vitally important, really early game stuff. Heroes are about 400. We need to keep expanding too. A settle in Neapoly actually guarantees us a lot of safe land. Not safe. It's necrophages. Nothing's safe. But, alright, what are we looking at here? Really not a lot of dust. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Alright, let's get that last arrow on tech. Maybe just military science? Make the city slightly harder to take? We can take advanced alloys. It's not very good, but it does provide a... I mean, obviously, because we have tier 2 weapons, we would never make a tier 1 weapon. But it does give us a 10% discount on things made of glass, steel, and titanium? I don't know. It's probably just military science. Make our cities a little harder to take. So how many turns? 3 turns we'll have our quivering circlet. And then Jocelyn Taval really needs to go and be a governor. So we're going to accidentally... I guess I should make sure we're on track. Oh yeah, we have more than enough influence. I was going to say I should make sure we're on track for this, but... the extra influence from anomalies thing pretty much guarantees that. Oh, there's a cliff face. Damn it. Stupid me being zoomed out on the strategic map all the time. Alright, 6 turns to this. I'm a little nervous. This is a forager, not a settler. After Kalal finishes this guy, maybe we need to build a settler here. I'd love to do it in Kajnor, but Kajnor is it's taking a minute to get this done. Alright, my goal here is to buy... Oh, they have Perdeki. Settle this region. Okay. This guy's not that much better. Oh, we don't have any gear yet. Right, these guys aren't retrofitted. Still, we might be able to just kill him with our hero. Let's do it. I think this was a weird attack. So let's he has 4 move. We want to make sure he hits the right target. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Yes, actually we want to go like this. Okay. Yeah, he could have brought in his militia as well to make this a little bit more difficult for me, but he did not. 0. I see how this is going to go. The retreat was going to be really expensive, which is why I didn't want to do it. There we go, that's a little bit more like what I was expecting. I'm not sure why he thought this was a good idea. Maybe the AI just assumed I would retreat. I mean, the AI doesn't assume anything, it's a computer program, but maybe it was programmed to attack in this situation under the assumption that players would be more likely to retreat or something. I don't know why it's being so aggressive, but we can kill him easily. Get a little bit of healing from our Kikators, who have actually been really useful. I talk trash about the value of those units, but they've been good to us. Oh, hey, Pink. Ah, here he comes with the real army. He's really mad that we're out here. Like, weirdly mad that we're out here. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with him. Go quickly before they can catch you. What do we find? The Vengeance of Koruk. Cool. Not terribly useful to us right now. Alright, we got our quivering circlet. Now we gotta try to... Wait a second, you only have 4 move. He was here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I moved to here because I knew it was safe. He had to cross a forest space to... Well, I mean... No, his whole army's not flying. The game cheated while it thought I wasn't looking. He couldn't reach us. Well, that's annoying. Also worth noting, I don't see any place around here that is going to give us 13 dust on settle. This sucks. Our faction quest is so important to us. Alright, I'm gonna retreat from this one, obviously. He definitely could not have reached us, though. That's bullshit. I moved specifically so that I would be too far away for him to catch. Alright, let's put an end to this nonsense. There are a couple of neutral armies wandering around our territory. That could stop. And then I think we want to reassign the hero to this city. Get that quivering circlet on. Let us get some work done. +7 industry, +7 dust is so important for us right now. We're actually okay on science. The science is less valuable. Or the science is less vital, maybe I should say. So, we do this. I mean, this is... I said there were no important dust buildings until Era 3, but that's not true. Imperial highways are important. So let's get on that, and then... Kalal does need to build us a... Like, somebody needs to build me a settler. I guess let's put that above geomic labs. Like I said, we're not doing too badly on science right now. I don't think we're going to get away. They're going to pursue us until we die. That's a shame. I hate to lose units. At least they're not retrofitted expensive units. Alright, 4 turns until Kajnor is an industry powerhouse. Run us. Okay. Yep. You guys are assholes. Retreating kills us. So, I mean, whatever. We'll just fight. Yep. This should be a pretty easy auto win. And then this guy needs to turn around and start grabbing pearls, because we don't have any pearls right now, and it would be cool if we could build an altar. Alright, and next turn we'll be able to buy a hero. Or actually, wait, this turn, right? This turn now? Yeah, this turn. Okay, so... let's build us an army. Although, you know, obviously a governor would be good. Dust efficiency 3, dust efficiency 2. Well, that's not rocket science. Let's buy Peyton Quinn. The capital is a place where people are already on dust output, so we may as well put the dust efficiency hero here. Oh, I don't have enough dust to give him a quivering circlet. Next turn, quivering circlet for him. Our economy is shaping up. We need to settle Eopoli, and that'll get some land for us. My biggest concern is that Purple might have been chasing us out of Lenfell because they're going to settle it. But actually, if Purple settles Lenfell, that's not that big a deal. Yeah. I intentionally did not complete that quest. Oh, hey. That's a big purple army. Everybody needs to get to the front. Obviously, as soon as the canal locks are done, we're building units here. 2 turns each, pretty good. Declaration of war, wow. You are an asshole. Alright, we need a little bit more time before we can buy a hero. Let's equip Jocelyn Duval real quick. Actually, I probably want to go with a 2-hander, don't I? Because apparently we're going to have to fight over this city. Okay, and also, let's not forget, Peyton Quinn needs his circlet. Okay. Yeah, screw you, Purple. Go, go, go. Okay, I don't have time for you right now, Fomorians. You caught us at a real bad time. Alright. Keeper of Eggs is leading on resources. That's pretty bad for us. Alright. He needed to be healed. Shit. Yeah, this is a really bad city to lose. We have to win this. All right, well, what are his damage values? His units are pretty undeveloped. And he's only got 2 necrodrones. Let's play this one back. I'm going to get everybody involved right away. So you have 3 combat move. Trying to figure out what the best situation is here for limiting the number of them that get into contact with us on the first turn. It's probably something like this. Right, you just stay put for a turn. Let them come to us. Alright, as always, we gotta focus the Necrodrone down first. Oh, sorry. You have no orders. Don't do anything. It's inconvenient for me, actually, that he is on the other side of all the units. Alright, so our 2 developed stalwarts are better than all of his units, and in addition we have some fortification to work with. Unfortunately, of course, the combat rolls are going horribly for us. Hero should hit pretty hard. Okay, that's a little better. How much attack do they have that they're always hitting for full damage? 120. That's suspicious. Well, nothing for it. All we need to do is not lose the battle, right? They're trying to prevent us from grouping up. Damage and a half? Really? We're stalwarts with modern armor. We shouldn't be getting damage and a half, or even reliably full damage by units that are clearly not using... Like, if they were using adamantium or palladian weapons or something, I could understand. But they're clearly not, because if they were, they would have a lot more damage than they have. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. It doesn't make any sense. Back up. It would be bad if he died. So we held, but we lost both of our good swords. Yeah. Wait, how did the hero die? The hero had 46 fortification left, right? Wait, what did I miss there? I was looking at the bottom part of the combat screen. Well, now what? The next fight's going to go better for them, because we no longer have any fortification, and we have fewer units, and we don't have our hero. Can't buy the hero back, even, until next turn. If we bought the hero back, made an army on Kalal, and sprinted, we'd be able to get into combat range, but I don't know that it would matter. Yeah, I don't understand how... Do Necrodrones just naturally have 100 attack? Because again, this Necrodrone is not wearing Palladian or Adamantian weapons. That's very strange. I mean, I guess, does this hero have, like, army attack boost? No, 1. Army attack boost 1 is not very much attack. Well, how are we going to get out of this? If purple attacked us 2 turns later, I have no doubt at all that we would beat them. This is a frustratingly well-timed move. So we have 275 plus... We have 390-ish dust to work with. It'd be 100 to buy this out, which would not leave us with enough dust. I'm trying to figure out how I put together a functional counterattack here. And new heroes on assignment cooldown? Yeah. So we can either push this guy finished or buy our hero back and try to sprint from Kalal. We can't do both. City's gonna have no fortification next turn. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Aside from be annoyed. It's like we killed one of their good units. Like, these foragers are such non-entities. 29 damage, 34 damage. With actually less attack than our good unit's defense, right? Just barely. So if we get rid of the Necrodrone, this army is pretty takeable. The hero's the next most dangerous unit, which makes sense. Foragers are not very good. And this is not even a Forager 2. Actually, what's the difference between Forager 1 and Forager 2? A very small amount of health and initiative. This is like... They put on iron armor, I think. Maybe one piece of iron armor. Yeah, we cannot stop purple from taking Kajnor. There's no way. And if they take Kajnor, they're almost certainly just going to march straight to Kalal. We won't be able to pull off that that just walk up to the city after they abandon it and take it back thing, because they're going to be marching toward any military units that we built. Well, it also looks to me like we're screwed on our faction quest. There's nowhere... Actually, right here is 9. Yeah, this is enough. It has nothing else going for it, but it would advance the faction quest. And really, like, that is the most important thing by such a huge margin. It's a bad settle, but we need that penitent chapel. Well, I think we're probably going to have to, if we want to be able to win this game, we're going to have to roll this one back and try this early game a little bit differently. I'm kind of pleased that we have a save that's so early, because that means that we can experiment with a couple of different types of openings and see what actually works here. So I think that's what we're going to call this episode for today. Actually, let's push forward a little bit more. I do want to see one thing. Actually, we should cancel this stalwart, because we can get our 3 titanium back. If they conquer the city while the stalwart's in the queue, I think we don't get our money or our resources back. So create army on city, Kalal. Yep, and there's nothing we can do to stop this from happening. I'm kind of curious if they will push forward or if they'll back up. Sometimes they inexplicably back up, and if they let me just take Kajnor back, I'm not necessarily out of it. I'm really glad that they didn't interrupt Kajnor while it was building the canal locks, because that would have been a guaranteed loss for sure. And we still almost certainly lose. Let's not sugarcoat it. But, sorry guys. I need you to focus. Yeah, finish the geometry labs. Alright, let's see if we can actually get to the city. Because if they march away from it and we take it back and that causes them to turn around, I don't know what out there could possibly be, but I'm going to try to find one. Alright. So this is the only tile, right? It's not the only tile, but it is better than the other tile that works. And none of these down here, yeah, they're all just a little bit short. 11. Ugh. Alright. Oh, sorry, Penitent Chapel isn't the one we need. We need the one that converts XP into dust. This is nice, though. Alright, and it does have pacified minor faction, so that's something. You guys are going to have to focus on this really hard. Please get this stuff done quickly. Right, is there any chance that they just left Kajnor open for me to reclaim? They're building stuff. I appreciate that. Nope. Their army's right there. Do I think he moved far enough away? I think he might have. He did. Okay. Better than ever. 4 turns. Right, because it's unhappy now. Alright, well, we probably lose. But we can do our best here to try to stay in it. Yeah, this killed our Empire approval status too. So I think I'm gonna assimilate the eyeless ones. Just because right now they provide enough immediate approval to probably push us up to happy, which is a significant gain. Yeah. You see how much our dust output like doubled. So yeah, we'll probably be going back to the same save that we started today on for tomorrow's episode, and trying something a little bit different with the opening. This is a good opportunity to experiment. Go, go, go. Get close. Get as close as possible. Oh, the hero's not in range. Crap. Crap, so we... Do I want to include the stalwart? Probably not, right? This is definitely a lost battle. Yeah. We need to try to merge up our army. So actually, let's... Damn it. 2 turns. 2 turns till we can do a reassign. Alright, so let's try to get these guys closer together. We're getting reinforcements from Kajnor slowly. We need... What do we need right now? Dust Bishops are fine. They're so weak without gear that I don't really want to build them until we are into the Adamantine and Palladian tier. Which means none of this is like super relevant right now. I guess we can pick up the design at least. I don't know. Alright, so as long as purple only has one army, they're a little bit containable, but obviously we're not in great shape here. Alright, we don't fight this. No. It's taking too long for everything to complete. It's really hard to develop an army while in a war. Alright, so we'll run this way, pop this guy out of the city as fast as possible. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we have to do this. But, hey, Pink, purple's distracted. Maybe you want to take some free moves here? And it's crazy. We were so close to being stable. Okay, here comes the second army. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, not winnable. Alright, well, like I said, come back next time. We're going to go back to that turn 15 save on this game. We're going to experiment a little bit with openings. We're going to try to figure out how we hold purple off, or at least make ourselves unattractive enough that they would prefer to war with a neighbor. I'm not really sure what we could have done there. I don't feel like I was doing a lot of detouring. This is probably valuable enough to have been right. I think that the canal locks were right as well. But maybe we need to figure out a way to get them done a little bit faster, or maybe we need to expand earlier so that we have a larger base of resources coming in. Grabbing Gimale, well, grabbing Gimale right when we got the quest to get the 13 dust settle might have been good, because, you know, we would have had a bunch more dust coming in. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Come back tomorrow. We're going to experiment with this opening, and we'll see you then.